because for one, I want to express myself and I want to get a little bit, I want to know you a little bit more, but it just wasn't my type. So I just not going to judge our first appearance. I want to hear what you got to say, and go from there.
So what wasn't your type?
Just overall look. That's it.
She's beautiful.
And
overall beautiful.
He was just, he felt a bit unserious for me. Yeah, he was just a lot of side chatter and conversation. So I didn't feel like you were
that's a
paying attention
reprimand.
to what's going on.
All right, cool. Cool, man. That's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode where an older man, that's me, Marvin Kane, I'll be giving you my reaction to the popular dating show, Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Now, I'm not here trying to be right. I'm just reacting to the situation that I see before me. So I pay attention to the body language. I pay attention to the words that they're using to express themselves. What's missing? What are they really saying? This stuff may be helpful to you on your next date. I also pay attention to the silent speaker in the room, their clothing. What does the clothing say? What does it speak about them loudly that nobody's listening to? I get into all of this. Now, you may agree, you may disagree, you may have your own way of saying everything. Put it in the comments. You might have questions. I've not seen this episode before, but I'm definitely going to watch it to the end because I want to see what happens. I don't even know who's about to come out. All I know is that it's a woman. This episode has been produced by Arlette, Amuli, and her husband, BM Official. If you want to see the episode without watching the commentary, just go to our description. There's a link in there for you. But let's go to Arlette.
Let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady.
5 guys left.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Okay, so here we have a very bright, excited, happy, beautiful woman. And she's got her long hair. No, it's an attachment. We understand that. And she's got on a short dress. So her focal point is her entire body. Here's why I say this. Her outfit is very slim. She's slim, but she stands out physically with her physique. So she's got things following the trim and shape of her body, and she's showing off her legs. But she's excited. Now, this is probably culture. This is probably from the community that she grew up in. So I don't want to be too negative because this is not my personal preference that I would like to see in a woman that I was interested in dating. But she is showing a lot. But the biggest thing I think we see is that smile that's on her face. She is so happy. She's not boasting a lot of tattoos. She doesn't have a lot of jewelry on. And she's looking at the men. This is so important. So this tells me right away she is here to find love. Let's see what else we can learn about her.
Name?
Hi, my name is Nikki from New York.
Okay, how old are you?
29.
And
So she's got a beautiful persona. She's got a beautiful personality. You can automatically tell she is a people person. She is a builder. She is a supporter. She came out purposeful. She came out with confidence. Will this woman find a match? These guys are weird. I really have no idea. So we'll see what happens. I hope she finds a match. I mean, she is smiling really, really big. So maybe she's got an eye on somebody, but she's definitely checking the guys out. So let's see what else we can learn.
what do you do?
I am a marketing consultant and an entrepreneur.
Okay, very nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Well, I love learning. I'm a bit nerdy, so I'm always researching, looking for new places to visit, both food and experiences. I also like to run. That's keeps me sane. I also love to, I'm blanking.
You notice how she has her legs crossed? That's a protected situation. So she is nervous. She's very nervous and she's trying to hide her nerves. So here's someone who believes in the power of the mask. So generally that means that what she's saying may not always be what it is that she wants or that she means, but she does come off as purposeful. But I think in this position, she's really telling us, listen, I'm trying to be careful. I'm showing you a lot, but just understand this is not all who I am. So listen intently to what I'm saying. So she's giving out some strong vibes, some strong messages. And I think that cross means she hasn't seen her match yet. I think she's curious. She doesn't know. She's a little unsure.
I also love to socialize with friends, family, and yeah, travel, eat. I think I said that. I'm a
Okay.
foodie, so I definitely like to eat a lot.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Above all, God-fearing man, a man of his word, someone who is kind, gentle, patient. Also, someone who,
Wow.
yeah, is humble for sure, ambitious, financially and emotionally stable. Yeah,
Okay. And now, what are some deal breakers?
an atheist.
Okay.
If you don't believe in anything, we cannot go together. Also, someone who lacks empathy. And if you do not understand what emotionally, like being emotionally mature and intelligent means, for sure.
All right. Sounds good. So
That's
we did get a pop balloon.
huge.
Let's go on over there, see why he ended up popping.
She ain't want him anyway.
Your name and age.
My name is Tyler. I'm 31.
Hi, Tyler.
And Tyler, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm not sure what that God-fearing means. So I don't know if you can explain that to me a little bit, what you mean by that.
Yeah, as I said, one of my deal breakers was someone who's an atheist. So if you just believe in a higher power and, have principles and morals that you stand on.
Okay. I'm not super religious. I'm spiritual more than anything. And I don't think I fear God, so I just don't like that statement in general.
Wow. He says, I don't fear God. So he's not interested in submitting to something greater than he is. Ladies, pay attention. If a guy that says that to you, run. Men need something to balance them out because they have a lot of power, not just economically in some cases, but also physically. So if he's not in fear, she brought up a good point about morals and standards and the belief in God. So he kind of dismissed all that, went to, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. How can you be spiritual and you don't see something greater than you that you should yield to? Worthy of a conversation.
Okay. All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's handsome. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. All right. Let's head on back this way. So we do have 4 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
She's tall.
Okay, I'd like to know you guys' name, age, and if you can tell me one thing about you that is like a misconception, like at first glance or first meeting you.
Oh.
I like professional women. She's not even asking questions about your job. She don't care because she's gainfully employed. She's a marketing director, marketing somebody. She's got her own income. She's just looking for a real man.
Okay. Name and age and answer to your question.
Hi, good evening. My name is Chris. I'm 29. A common misconception about me would be I'm actually a super nerdy person. Maybe I give that energy to people as soon as we kind of start talking, getting used to each other. But I like stuff like that. And I'm just I've always been into that. So
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Let's go down over here. Your name and age and answer to her question.
My name is Win. I'm 35. And the answer to your question, I do music, so people automatically assume that I'm a player or whatever. But I do R&B music, and I'm a lover. So don't let the appearance fool you, because I'm deeper than what it looks like.
Okay.
Period. Let's get it.
Your name and age and answer to her question.
Yeah, my name is Jafet. I'm 33 years old. I think people feel I'm too strict, but not really. I'm a very fun guy.
And over here, your name and age and answer to her question.
My name is Rashad. The answer to your question, the thing that people get misconstrued about me is that it's people tell me they cannot read me. So the thing with that is I read people very well. And I'm just looking for somebody, a woman that's really keen to senses, they know how to read me a little bit and don't get misconstrued by things that other people say or things that are online about me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really a businessman. I'm pretty well known on the internet, and so that's what I'm talking about.
360 waves. He's the man.
Back. I'm now going to hand you a pick.
She gonna get rid of the
There
shorty
you
guy
go.
or the guy in the
And
white
I'm gonna
right
have
here.
you pop one
Number
balloon.
3 or number 4?
Okay.
She's not popping number 1. Yeah. Why is he here?
So, why was your balloon unpopped?
Yeah, I just want to listen to her and get to understand her mindset. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah. Yeah.
He likes tall women.
And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Handsome guy. Where are you from? Like ethnicity wise?
I'm from Nigeria.
Okay, I'm Nigerian too. I can
What
tell
what
you're
part?
I'm Edo Yoruba.
Yeah, Edo Yoruba. I'm from Delta State.
Oh, nice.
So I'm close to you.
Cousins. Yeah.
Been there, Edo. Yeah.
Yeah, nice,
Yeah.
nice. It was a height thing for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I thought she was Nigerian.
Short kings get love too. But, that's right. Yeah.
Does that come up a lot for you?
Yeah, but the thing is this, 95% of ladies I've dated are taller ladies. But I think it's just the mindset, the confidence is there, the value is there. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I like his answer.
All right,
It's
so we've
pretty
now got
strong.
3 balloons left. Go ahead and ask them another
3.
question.
Sure.
She's
What
gonna
would you
pick the third
say
one.
Is an important quality for a healthy relationship?
Okay, we can start there and head on back. What would they say is an important quality for a relationship? Okay.
An important quality for a good relationship is the first impression. So, like, after the
Wow.
first date out, I believe that tells a lot.
Good. All right, what about over here?
An important quality for me is she got to believe in God, because God is love, God is patient. And even if you get mad, at least have some patience, you know, because everybody else is going to have different thought processes. They're going to come about things differently. So if you easily triggered, that lets me know that you're not aligned. And for me, I need grace as well. I'm going to give you grace. So you got to believe in God, for sure.
For
And
sure.
what about over here?
I don't want to steal what he said, but pretty similar. Like, I think keeping God at the center of your relationship is extremely important. I think you're going to have a lot of things that you have to work through and grow together through. And being able to pray and have that tunnel essentially with God is like on both ends. I think it makes things work and it helps get through the times that aren't so cool. You know what I mean? So
He can't pick her because they almost have the same kind of hairstyle, like the hair pulled back, and then like the little, I don't know, the stringiness of the hair just going backwards, and then like a little shaved on the sides, even though it's not shaved on the sides, it's just pulled on the sides with her. Wow, interesting.
I think that's important.
She's gonna pop
All right,
his.
what would you say? Let's kind of throw that question back on over to you.
Communication.
Okay.
It's very important. You know, communication is the foundation to understanding. So I think that solves and aligns everything in a relationship for sure.
Wow, she's right.
Okay, nice. So I am going to have you
Open,
pop one more
honest
balloon.
communication.
Whenever you're
Number
ready, go
one.
ahead and pop one.
Number 1. Nope, she passed number 1. She's not going to do the white guy. I'm glad she did though.
All right.
I didn't want her to. I thought they might be a pick because this guy has some obvious attitude issues that he manifested in the very first episode, the one before this. So I'm glad she did. I was kind of hoping for him, but because he changed up a little bit, but he's still who he is. And I think she's probably concerned about those dark marks around his eye. Like, you got to ask the drug question.
So, why was your balloon unpopped?
My balloon was unpopped because, for one, I want to express myself and I want to get a little bit, I want to know you a little bit more, but it just wasn't my type. So I just not going to judge our first appearance. I want to hear what you got to say, you know, and go from there.
Okay. So, what wasn't your type?
Just overall look. That's it, you know.
She's beautiful.
And so why'd you end up
Overall
popping his
beautiful.
balloon?
He was just, he felt a bit unserious for me. Yeah, he's just a lot of side chatter and conversation. So I didn't
Wow,
feel like you were
that's
paying
a
attention to
reprimand.
what's going on.
All right, cool. Cool, man. That's cool.
She said his comment was side chatter. So she did not believe a word he said. And it's probably the appearance. I'm telling you, those dark circles on your eyes, and you saying you're in the music business, a lot of drugs come with the music business, and he's saying, like, I'm a lover. See, you shouldn't have to say that. Certain things you shouldn't have to express about yourself. It should just be noticed and observed because of your behavior. And he's trying to be convincing. This is a smart woman. She is Nigerian. They do pay attention to a lot of things.
All right. We've got 2 guys left.
Yes.
Our 2 remaining guys. Any questions for our lady here? You ready? Okay.
My question for you is, what are some of your goals and ambitions? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And then what's the bigger picture? Like, if you could paraphrase it.
For sure. I would say in the next 5 years. Right now, like I said, I'm a marketing consultant and entrepreneur, so definitely looking to pivot in my career. Also extend beyond like some of the entrepreneurial businesses that I have going on right now. I just got my first Airbnb, so I mean I had one before, and I'm in like new region, so looking to expand that a bit. And then a relationship, you know, I'm definitely like looking to find my partner and continue building with that person. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
See, my fear is we're going to learn a lot about people in this episode. I think she probably will pick the guy at the end, 360 Waves. I can't remember what his real name is. That's just from his YouTube channel. But I think she might want to pick him. But then before he said he didn't want to be in a long distance relationship when he found out where another lady was located at. So let's see. She's got two good picks. I mean, both of these guys are thinking good.
Okay, let's go down over here.
And he's
Questions over
taller.
here?
Yeah, I have a couple questions.
They look
so you
great
really
together.
caught my eyes with that dress. And
He's
I
honest.
just want to know, like, your background a little bit
Okay.
as far as, like, education-wise.
Okay. Well, what do you want to know?
So
Specifically.
in college, I majored in marketing, so I'm in the same field.
Oh, nice.
And I just want to kind of know, like, you said you're from New York, right?
Yes. I went to
So,
school in PA. I won't say what school, but I went to
Pennsylvania.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I went
And you
to-
stay in New York currently?
Yes.
I've been in New York a few times, and I travel there for business.
Okay, nice.
However, I want to know something from you.
Okay.
I'm very busy because I'm full-time in school right now. If you are looking for somebody with more of a time to like be able to put effort into the long-distance relationship, I'm not going to be able to do that up front. But in the long term, we could work something out. What do you think?
Okay, I have a few questions for you. How old are you?
I'm 32,
Okay. And where are you based?
Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Wow.
And are you looking to stay in Los Angeles, or would you be open to relocating ever?
Well, yeah. Eventually, like it's in my plan to eventually move to New York because obviously I liked it.
Okay, nice.
But that's a long-term goal.
Okay. And where were you born and raised?
LA.
LA. Oh, you're
Yeah,
from
I'm
LA.
from
What
South
part of
Central
LA?
California.
Oh, I used to live in LA.
South
I lived in
Central.
Sherman Oaks for a bit.
Yeah, I went to
What?
school over there
Okay,
at
nice.
CSUN, Cal State Northridge.
Okay, nice. Long distance is not an issue for me. That was actually one of my questions, you know, if someone's open to long distance and how much time in between each visit, you know, is too much time. So, not an issue.
It's not an issue
Yeah.
about the timing of that.
And what are you in school for?
I'm in barber school right now.
Barber school.
Yeah, and so like long distance wise, I don't think it will work, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to go ahead and pop as
Because
well
New
when
York,
you
like
said-
6 hours, I'll only be over there for like
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
But like Arizona is cool, you know what I'm saying? You say,
Yeah.
or like
Barber
New
school is
York. I'm
kind
looking for, not New York, Las Vegas. Yeah. So I'm gonna pop it on that.
Yeah,
note.
that's fine. Yeah. Thank you.
So now, is he someone that's your type?
Not initially, but I did like his demeanor. He seems pretty chill. But the barber school thing was kind of like it for me, so I probably would have popped as well. It's nice
She
to meet
don't
you.
watch the YouTube channel. This dude is loaded.
Head on back this way. We do still
She's
have
not
an
picking
unpopped
him.
balloon.
He's too
Now,
short.
Is he someone that's your type?
No,
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Sorry.
not necessarily.
So unfortunately.
Okay.
I would
So you
have
want to
go
pop his as well?
Sorry.
All right. Well, why was your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to hear her out, see what she had to say. I think you put yourself together very well.
Thank you.
I like the way you speak. And I just wanted to hear you out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, unfortunately, that's all the balloons popped. But thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for her, guys. I'll take the mic.
She got a lot of legs, but beautiful. Listen, I thought she was fabulous. I thought she was absolutely fantastic. But I do have a side weakness for Nigerian women. My girlfriend is Nigerian, so I like Nigerian women. So the thing is, she mentioned a very good point. Both of these guys number 1 and number 3, when given an opportunity to give some in-depth insight as to what was important in a relationship, they both went directly to religion. And they both talked about how religion needs to be the center of the relationship. This is all true. So really, that would be the foundation. On top of that foundation, she gave a really good answer. She said communication, and I added to it open, honest communication. So these guys were just trying to get her. They would have never lasted. I'm not really sure who is the greatest amongst these guys. The great guy was actually taken on the first show. The guy that was not a cop, but in law enforcement. With the remainder of these gentlemen, and then you got a guy on here who can't get a long distance relationship when this is a national show with international flavor, because people seem to come from all over the world and all over the United States at the same time. There's a great influence there. So you need to really be the kind of person that might make a compromise. And if you're not willing to make a compromise, I don't know why these people come on the show like that. And, you know, she didn't find her match. But if you like the episode, definitely share it with a friend, a family member, or even a stranger. I am Marvin Kane. I am an older man simply reacting. So if you didn't agree with some of my thoughts, then just replace my thoughts with your thoughts by putting it in the comments. Let me hear what you have to say. But you can use this information to kind of gauge what may be going on in your own life. That's why we do this, to kind of give you some tips, some ideas, and things like that. Even with her dress, it was a distraction. It was a distraction. I think she might have done that on purpose to kind of get the guys off their game. And they did. And they were just really giving her, like she said, side chatter. She said it about one guy, but I really believe that was the case with all of them. So no love connection here, but definitely hit the subscribe button, help our channel to grow. And as always, remember this.